city's sound burns your soul. Turn your heads to the cries of loneliness in the night. Just like the fly when it's caught, the spider soon takes its prey, spins a dance round your heart. You'd be of beauty and age, a pleasure pleasing of mind. Your heart will shatter and fall. Step on pavement so old, cast a glance at the young girls that making their way. The passing image of you reflects a pain to my heart, disappears in a crowd. Running from home, breaking ties that you've grown, catching dreams from the clouds. Nothing is so beautiful as the burning soft yellow light on a factory wall, and the deepening intensity of the blue evening sky a little after sunset. And the sky has settled down to a great calm, and the tides are still. The mountains, trees, forests, plains and plateaus and rivers, and all the great things the sky arranges and creates for my eyes, are washed somehow into one sole idea, so modern and abstract, but so simple, as to bring to a pure color the whole great big thing. I don't know. Nothing is so beautiful as beauty. There, at least now I'm safe. Once in a town in the Black Forest, a little white toy shop stood, and a little tin soldier with only one leg lived in a castle of wood. And across the room, on another shelf, stood a little glass case, and a tiny ballerina lived in there, all in a dress of lace. And from where the little tin soldier stood, they could see each other so clear. And the little tin soldier watched over her with a love that was so dear. Then one day, sadness came, the tiny ballerina was sold. The little tin soldier was thrown away, and into the gutter he rolled. The water carried him to the sea, and to many far-off lands. He made many children happy as he passed through their tiny hands. And then one day they met again in a house in the land of Ire. And when the clocks on the wall struck the midnight hour, they jumped into a fire. And in that fire shall stay forever and a day. For the fire God is the fire of love, just like the peaceful dove. Twin flashes of light, like the sun stared at from behind a finger, like the sun stared at from behind lowered eyelashes. A day of colorless shadows, flashes of light, gossamer in their prismatic construction. Twin flashes of light, and me, the bed of a river, polished and matte pebbles, the touch of the swallow's beak on the surface of the still pool, and grass. A cigarette butt pushed into the soft mud and the chattering wild birds. The hazed figure heaving itself across the far field in the heat of the sun. The grass shoots draining its tasteless cud in my mouth. Twin flashes of light, like the sun seen through tear-filled eyes. Tiny gossamer stars of light, like the sun stared at from behind her finger, like the sun. We stood in the windy city, the gypsy boy and I. We slept on the breeze in the midnight, with raindrops and tears in our eyes. And who's going to be the one to say it was no good what we done? I dare a man to say I'm too young, for I'm going to try for the sun. We huddled in the derelict building, and when he thought I was asleep, he lay his poor coat round my shoulder and shivered there beside me in a heap. And who's going to be the one to say it was no good what we done? I dare a man to say I'm too young, for I'm going to try for the sun. We sang and cracked the sky with laughter. Our breath turned to mist in the cold. Our years put together counted 30, but our eyes told the dawn that we were old. And who's going to be the one to say it was no good what we done? I dare a man to say I'm too young, for I'm going to try for the sun. Mirror, mirror hanging in the sky, won't you look down at what's happening here below? I stand here singing to the flowers, so very few people really know. And who's going to be the one to say it was no good what we done? I dare a man to say I'm too young, for I'm going to try for the sun. We stood in the windy city, the gypsy boy and I. We slept on the breeze in the midnight, with the raindrops and tears in our eyes. And who's going to be the one to say it was no good what we done? I dare a man to say I'm too young, for I'm going to try for the sun. 6 a.m., the glassy bay sensed through tight no-sleep eyes from the high road. Brown stuffed suitcase of broken cardboard in my hand, and my guitar. The French have a Gaulois rollers rising with the swell, the descent into the deserted cobbled streets of stolen milk, echoed with the tide. Down to the little stone room of a harbour dwelling, the tide so high outside, swell on the rocks slapping. Just me and the sleepers, just rising quietly, poor, sad, beaten people with apostles' eyelids. I lay my cardboard suitcase down and creak into a bamboo chair. I open the window behind to the rising sea on Crab Rock. I shiver after my ordeal. I'm back from Brixham and spent. My girl has been taken by her uncle. The police stopped me as dawn came and would have beaten me if not for the trucker. I feel no hate. Shuddering, I wet my lips. My hands have not slept. I search quietly the box of a pantry. One paper bag of sugar I stole from the harbour bar. Some raw coffee. That too. A riddled can in crude percolator. A toy kettle. Pathetic, sad, teary world. Toy world of that room. The marijuana spit of its everything of people. The John Vanstone with his blade of nervous fear.
Hey, you lot, hungry?
Oh, Josie, I won't fail you. I won't fail you. Have no fear. Oh, Josie, I won't fail you. Give me one more chance. I got me a young wine and they gave it to you. Josie, it's there by your window, where you lay, long in sleep. Josie, I won't fail you, I won't fail you. That's for you. Josie, I won't fail you, I won't chance.
Man, I can tell this guy. I'm a bit short of bread. And it's all right, if a gentleman like yourself, I'm a gentleman like myself, you know. And he turns around and he covers me with a sheet. So I said, well, that's nice, you know. I'm still not warm, so he covers me with another sheet. So I've got a couple of quid, you know, and this is nice. So,
And Josie, I won't fail you, I won't fail you. Just for you. Oh, Josie, I won't fail you. Give one more chance. As a pilgrim, I did go to a land that I did know, to the shores of Trist Laquelle, to see if I still felt the same. And the sun blazed madly insane, but the seagulls, they have gone. The seagulls, they have gone. I searched the sand for sound, my eyes forced to the ground. The wind laughed wild and shrill, my heart, it tried to still its crazy tears. There's nothing here for me now. The seagulls, they have gone. The seagulls, they have gone. I stand both young and old, but the winds of time blow cold. This much you must believe, it pains to see you grieve. I pity you, but there's nothing that I can do. For the seagulls, they have gone. The seagulls, they have gone. As a pilgrim, I did go to a land that I did know, to see if I still felt for the girl of Tris-le-Quel. The same, and the sun blazed madly insane. But the seagulls, they have gone. The seagulls,